Hello there, Aries. Michelle B here, and I'm going to be giving you a little tarot reading. I already spread the cards, and what I'm seeing right now is there's a strong pull toward making a move toward individuality, self-expression of who you truly are, because it seems like you've been going through the motions of showing up to the work that you're doing, whether this be in a relationship. I feel strongly this has to do with interpersonal relationships, but there's like this work energy going on. I'm doing the things that I need to do, but it's not an expression of who I really am, and so it feels like drudgery instead of a real like creative, exciting expression. And Aries has got to have that spark. You got to have it. So let's talk a little bit more about that. If you don't resonate with the storyline so far, that's fine. Make sure and check out the readings for your placements for your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars on my channel, because I post readings every day for all the signs of the zodiac. And then you can also check on the many other tarot readers YouTube channels. It's all free. It's all here for you. There's so many of us, and we all have different ways of looking at the cards. So if you do resonate with it, if you do love this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that, and stick it out until the end of the reading to make sure you get all the advice that you need. Okay, so at the very beginning, I pulled an affirmation card so I know what direction we're going with this reading. It says, I let go of who I should be, and I embrace who I am. And I like the word embrace because that's what I use for starting things out, at what to embrace and what to leave behind. Leaving behind this idea of, if I show up and I'm consistent, I do everything the way I'm supposed to do it. This card, the Eight of Pentacles, is all about following the rules to a T and having like a routine down pat. The way that you do it, is perfectly the same every time. Every detail is really important because it all has to be consistent, right? Showing up at the same time, going through the same routine, having that consistency. So I feel like a lot of you Aries that are identifying with this story so far have been like, I'm a good person if I show up as this in this way. But that's not actually how Aries wants to operate. Aries wants to be lit up inside. They don't want to feel like they're a good person because they just showed up consistently. Of course, they want to be consistent for the people that they love, but they want to feel a spark. So some of you might have some very grounded, loyal placements that put you in the position where even if you're not happy, you still are there, present in a connection. But it's just wearing you down because you need to be excited. That's who you are. You need to have that fire, that spark to get excited about. Please make me jealous or something so that I can have something to be excited about here. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't love the person that you're with. It just means that there's something that's not quite lighting you up. And often it's not a reflection of the partner. It's a reflection of what we are becoming, right? You're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're going, I don't like this boring person that I'm becoming, right? You're ready to make some changes, and you're thinking that it might be it might have something to do with walking away from something that you've built, something that you've invested in for quite a while. You've stacked all of these cups of emotional connection up, and you're like, I just need a break. I just need a pause. And that's okay. My caveat is that often Aries will just drop what it is that they're bored with and move on quickly to something else. And that keeps them, I think that's what's put you in the position where you're like, I don't want to be that person. I want to be consistent, okay? Because of times that you just dropped things that you wish that you'd stuck out. You want to prove that I'm good, I'm not that person, right? But you are a person that needs to be excited. So how do you balance that need for change, the need for excitement, the need for a spark, with being pragmatic about the lifestyles that people have to have in order to be comfortable, in order to feel safe, especially if your partner is a person that needs way more routine than you do, right? Or the people that you surround yourself with. need a lot more routine than you do. How do you balance that out so it's not just you just bleh, going off doing your own thing? Well, can it be just a little vacation? Can it be just making little adjustments? Can it be just starting one little new project while letting go of some of the routine stuff that is least exciting for you? Let's look at the internal environment and get a few more clues as we go along, because I kind of skimmed over it to get an idea of what direction we're going with this reading, but I wanted to leave a lot of it up to impromptu analysis and discussion when we got into it. So I like to use these dark colored cards. They're my Solace Divinity deck, but they are a Rider-Waite deck. So look up Solace Divinity and you will be able to find your own. What I like about them is they show up really well on the camera. So first of all, we got the Strength card, and this is about wishing that you could get outside of your comfort zone. Major Arcana, it's significant. Aries needs to be, because they're so, competitive is a word that they use for Aries a lot, but it's not that you need to be competing with other people, but you need to, like, almost, it's like you need to compete with yourself. You need to one-up yourself all the time. That's who you are. Embrace it. Love that about yourself, because always striving for that spark, always striving for just going a little bit further, getting a little bit more out of your comfort zone is inspiring to other people. And it makes it so that when you look back on your life, if you get to live a nice, big, long life, and you're looking back, you're like, do I regret that I didn't push myself a little bit further, right? So don't do that, all right? Go ahead and push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And it could be just as simple as pushing yourself in a hobby that you're into. You like running? Try pushing yourself a little bit further in the routine that you're doing with that. You're an artist. Try to go outside of your comfort zone in some way, right? To support that, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is, like I said, we want to be careful not to rock the boat too hard. We want to find that balance. Oh, at the time of this reading, we're in Libra season. So we want to find that balance between giving yourself a challenge, giving yourself an opportunity to level up without making significant changes to the structure of your lifestyle, your home life, right? The job that you're working on. What can you do to make yourself level up? Now, if this is a job situation that you're that you're getting bored with the routine, you're getting bored with the routine of it, you don't have to quit it in order to have a totally different change. It's something new. I'm not getting that there's a lot of conflict and chaos going on in this. I'm getting it's that you're bored, essentially. Can you take on new responsibilities? Ooh, can you get out of your comfort zone with the responsibilities that you take on? In whatever role that you're playing that's challenging right now, how can you change your responsibilities instead of changing the structure of the thing that isn't working, right? There's aspects of it that are working, though, that are giving you the stable foundation that you need in order to be healthy and thrive. So we don't want to make huge changes, just a little push outside of your comfort zone. Now, the Hermit is here for your internal environment. You're like, I want to get to know what the truth is about life. It's another significant card for like significant chapters of your life. Okay, it's a Major Arcana. I want to get to know who I am. I want to explore who I am, and perhaps often you might turn toward habits that are not so healthy. So the Devil usually represents addictions. So this could be addiction to substances, alcohol, drugs. This could be addiction to shopping. This can be an addiction to overworking. This can be like I said, can you push yourself out of your comfort zone when it comes to your exercise routine? Maybe it's an addiction to over-exercising. We want to be careful about what we're tuning into to give ourselves that kick, that rush, that feeling of being alive, The devil says it's the dopamine that we get when we take the drugs or when we have the novel experience that our brains become addicted to, instead of being present in gratitude for the moment. We're always looking for the next big thing, the next big thing, the next big thing. And you're shining a light on that. And for some of you, for some of you, it is an addiction to validation from the validation from males or females, however you identify. Romantic validation. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Romantic validation. I am hearing that there's an addiction to romantic validation. So if you're in a significant relationship where you've agreed to be monogamous or agreed to certain parameters around your relationship, and you're stepping outside of that for some additional validation, you're shining a light on all of that and saying, is this how I want to live? And how can I feel alive and free and that spark of excitement without the negative aspects that come with it? You're looking at all of that. Now we're looking toward the financial aspects of what's going on. This could be relationship issues, and you're like, but there's this other significant financial thing that's going on. It has to do with career. Thinking that you're like, you want to do something new, but you don't know how. There's some of you that might have been dealing with some kind of depression, and you don't know how to do things in new ways. I am also hearing COVID had the pandemic, the shutdown, everyone disconnecting, had a negative impact on your ability for self-expression when it comes to dealing with people outside of your comfort zone. So getting yourself out there. So there's you want something new, but you don't know how to get it. You don't know how to ask for it. Okay. And that we have the Three of Pentacles that came up in the advice from two different decks. Look at that. This has to do with collaboration. That has to do with everyone having their role to play in a collaborative group. So I feel like both of those Three of Pentacles are identifying this, supporting this Three of Wands. I don't know how to reach out to other people. I don't know how to start anything new sentiment that you've got going on in your head. And also this scarcity. I have nothing to offer. What do I have to offer other people? Yeah. So there's a lot of self-doubt. Like, you want new experiences, you want to go out of your comfort zone, but there's a lot of self-doubt about going forward into something new. The cards are here to say everyone has something to offer. It's time to start conversations with new people. Okay. Now, if this has to do with only, like, everything else in your life is peachy keen and you're feeling really good about it, and you're just wanting to know about that spark when it comes to relationships, it's the attention is being put on you having friendships outside of the relationship that you're in right now, because that will help you to be able to be a fuller person. This is the thing that you've been missing during the pandemic, is those new friendships, the new people that you can connect with. So how can you develop new acquaintances outside of your immediate relationship? Yeah, I'm definitely hearing that there's this like whirlpool. There's you're like the two of you are tigers in a cage, or have been during the pandemic, and you're like, I need something new. I need something new. Okay, I've been in this routine of being a good person. You don't have to be bad, though, in order to have something exciting and new happening. Volunteering, joining clubs, anything that you can do to get to know new people, and it doesn't have to be romantic. For those of you who are not in a significant relationship and want to be, I don't know how to meet people. It's saying just start with collaborative efforts, volunteering, clubs, something that brings people together where you have a joint interest, and just let yourself get to know people as friends first. And slowly over time, these connections can develop into something new. Meanwhile, put lots of love into embracing, coffee, who you really are, Aries. Embrace who you are, love who you are, and have a wonderful romantic relationship with you. And that can take you a long way toward avoiding this whole getting your kicks from other people or other substances. Have exciting, wonderful times with you. I love having dates with myself. Excuse my little hairs. Aries, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'll be back for you in another couple of weeks, 12 days, 2 weeks or so. Love to you. Make sure you're subscribed. In the description box below, you'll find a link to my Instagram page. Go follow me over there and we can be friends. I'll see you.